Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. So thank you so much, everyone, for attending this evening. It's so great to see so many of you are keen to smash your business this year. And hopefully some of the advice I can give you will really help navigate through this year and how to kickstart things ready for a successful year in the aesthetics business, which I know can be quite a struggle, especially in January, especially if you're newly qualified and everything else. So 2023 for me anyway is all about stepping out of your comfort zone, or my comfort zone. So this is exactly what I'm doing. As I'm sure many of you know, if you've spoken to me before, I can talk for England, but talking to a group, I don't feel like I'm the best at. So this is your time to step out of your comfort zone, just really take risks and do what you want to do ultimately. Okay, so I'm going to go through a number of points, so feel free to make notes or just listen, and there'll be an opportunity for discussion and questions at the end. So at the end of the day, you guys are practitioners and you're the experts in the field, but hopefully this will give you a little bit of motivation or at least some food for thought as well. So in case you don't know who I am, I'm Holly. Many of you will have previously spoken to me. I'm the client director at Faces. So my role is to ensure everybody feels supported and everyone is able to use Faces to the best of its ability and navigate the features best way possible. So if we've not spoken before, hopefully we will after this at some stage. So prior to Faces, I worked for our sister company, which is Canvas Training Academy, which I know quite a few of you have trained with as well. And my role there was where I supported students and oversaw the runnings of the academy, and got involved with a few bits of business and that kind of thing. So it was quite a natural progression into Faces. So my role with Faces entails speaking to practitioners literally day in and day out. So therefore I get a real insight and first-hand knowledge into what is working for clinics, what is not working, what issues practitioners are facing when it comes to building their business. So I'm kind of like a little bit of a hub with you all surrounding me, because you all tell me all your tips and tricks, what's going well, what isn't. So I feel like I'm quite in a good position to host this today. However, you guys are the practitioners, you're the experts in the field, so I'm just really here to guide you in more of a business sense and a sales sense where possible. So you're all business-minded professionals, so you can run your business exactly how you want to, and I'm sure you do already, but these tips will hopefully reassure you that a lot of people are experiencing the same struggles. And yeah, I'm here to help you out. Okay, so the first thing I just want to cover is criticism. So I'm going to go straight in with a negative, yes, but it's something that I know is a hot topic in the industry, because especially on social media, and I'm sure you all know that. So when you first start aesthetics, you'll have friends, family and people you don't know who will criticize you, and I'm sure you've all experienced that. So whether it's because they don't understand the industry or they believe that you're making money off people's insecurities, a lot of this will be down to your growth being a challenge to them. Okay, so people who don't want you to progress will criticize you for moving forward. And if you are on this call today, you're probably someone who is trying to move and strive forward, trying to better yourself and make your business a success. So my advice on this would be choose your tribe. So the aesthetics industry is very tribal, as I'm sure you know as well. It's very cliquey, very forum related on Facebook and things, where people constantly have to say what they think, and a lot of the time that is very negative. But when I say this, as in choose your tribe, I don't mean people in the aesthetics industry. Your tribe should be centered around your team if you've got one. I know a lot of you will be self-employed and standalone, but specifically the clients that you serve. So it's not the people who are buying your services who are criticizing you, it's your clients who should be looking for validation from. So, and I think a lot of people forget that they instantly feel criticized or upset around other practitioners who are perhaps being nasty or saying things which make them feel like they're not doing the right thing. But actually, if your clients are happy with what you're doing, surely that should be the best way to know if you're running your business correctly and if you're on the right path and you're progressing. So if you're treating someone or working with someone and their life gets better as a result of you, then that is really a guide and an indication as to whether you're doing a good job. So look for validation in the work that you do. I feel like I'm a bit of a motivational speaker right now, but I'm just going to go ahead and carry on. So also, you know, criticism is not aimed at you. It's part and parcel of development and the industry. See it as a sign that you're on the right path. Use your patients and people that you serve as a guide, and don't be put off by people who do not want to move and who are staying stagnant. Okay. So the second thing that I'm seeing people and hearing people are struggling with, which I'm sure you can probably all agree, is client retention. So it's a huge topic which practitioners struggle with all the time. I hear it all the time, every single day, especially at this time of year, with it being January, and because we are obviously in a financial crisis. So if business is quiet, my advice would be to use this time to just really plan ahead and get organized. You know, almost see it as a positive. I know it's really hard, but think, do you know what? I'm actually going to use this quiet period to get my shit together. So that would be my advice there. So something that really helps with client retention is the fact that we now offer Pay Later finance. So we partnered with Pay Later, which I'm sure a lot of you do know already. So I like to see the Pay Later option as a solution to your client's problem. So, you know, for example, you'll have clients who say, oh, you know, I want to book in, but I just can't afford it right now. Whereas you can say, well, actually, we've got Pay Later, so you can split your payments. And so you're providing a solution to something which you perhaps might not have been able to previously. It also offers a space for upselling treatments as well. So we find that over 90% of clients who use the Pay Later finance through Faces will actually book in for 2 or 3 treatments at a minimum. So because they've got more flexibility with their finances and they can spread it up to over 12 months, that means that, you know, they are going to spend more money ultimately. You know, they're going to book in for a package or a few different treatments and treat themselves because they've got breathing space to actually pay, and they're not having to pay hundreds or thousands of pounds at once. And that's only going to benefit you because if you didn't know already, you guys get paid in full after the treatment has taken place, usually within 24 hours. And then, excuse me, your clients will do the repayments with Pay Later as they've discussed, and I can provide some further information on that after the call if necessary. So other just little ideas that I've listed, just mainly from speaking to practitioners really, so I've stolen everyone's ideas, are little, I mean this might sound cheesy, but little gift bags like this with little lip masks, you know, things like this. Although some might say it's tacky, personally I think clients love stuff like that. It's the little touches that you can offer and do which really do make a difference, and that might really brighten someone's day as well. A main one that I always recommend is follow-up messages. You know, don't leave it 3 months until you message your client to ask if they want the top up or the Botox doing. You know, follow up after 4 weeks. Obviously you'll follow up to check that everything's okay with the treatment relatively soon after it's taken place, but just keep in touch with them, you know, send them a WhatsApp, you know, tag them in your posts, you know, just keep on at them, not in a in kind of an aggressive way, but just so they know you're there, and obviously that you're thinking of them as well. Okay, so also ask for online reviews from clients to encourage referrals. This is a big one. I think when it comes to Google and Facebook ads and things like that, there seems to be a lot of pressure around having to spend a lot of money on doing these things. Personally, I just think take it back to basics, set up a Google page or your Instagram and ask people to just give you 5-star reviews. And, you know, I would say that is more than enough. I think the industry is very much saturated with Google ads all the time. I see them all over my Instagram and my Facebook, and they get very repetitive. That's not to say that doesn't work for some people. I think it definitely does, because I have seen it work. But I think there is a lot of pressure to invest loads of money into this. And personally, I think just strip it back, you know, do these little steps which are actually going to really help with that client retention. So this can also be a problem if you're not spending enough time trying to develop the relationships with your client. So some clients will see their appointment as the highlight of their month or their week. They might be experiencing issues at home or at work, so that appointment is a real escape for them. And you should be able to offer a safe space for them. You know, some clinics kind of, it's like a conveyor belt getting clients in and out, 15-minute appointments, which is great financially, you know, for them, I'm sure, but you're not going to build a relationship with your clients doing short appointments like that. You know, I think taking time to develop that relationship is so important, because whilst the quality of your work is also essential, so is the way that you treat your clients. And you know, like the little gift bags, like, you know, if you've listened to an issue that they've had, you know, it can really make their day, and that is so important. So offering packages, I'm sure you've all done this before, but some ideas I've also stolen from you guys are things like men's wellness package. Okay, so more and more men are getting treatments, which I think is great. You know, they're taking more pride in the way they look. There's more knowledge around anti-wrinkle injections and that kind of thing. And I think it's really great to encourage men to come into clinic, because it also gives you that variety as well, especially for your social media pictures, your client base and everything else, and for recommendations. So things like a men's wellness package, including B12 injections, anti-wrinkle, a facial, PRP, hair rejuvenation, if you can do any of those treatments, I just think is a really nice idea and something a little bit different as well. Obviously, you've got your contour and rejuvenation packages as well, but also consider treatments depending on the time of year. So for example, fat dissolving in January, a lot of people are on a bit of like a weight loss journey from January leading up to the summer as well. We've also got Valentine's Day coming up. You can think about that, Mother's Day. You know, there's different times of year and different holidays, which can also really kind of inspire you and give you a few different ideas on how you can hopefully get some more clients through the door. So it's also really important to understand the evolution of treatments. So for example, at the moment, I'm finding that everyone wants to look fresh, rejuvenated, younger, nice, clear skin, rather than 10 years ago when everyone wanted the biggest lips possible. So, you know, really look at trends in the industry and also consider your demographic. That is a really important thing, because whilst somebody in the centre of London might be really popular with, I don't know, cheek and jaw filler, that doesn't mean that your clients are going to want that either. You know, it might be that your clients are perhaps more of older clients, so maybe they're more wanting the anti-wrinkle or the Profhilo. So really just look at your demographic. Don't feel pressured by what everyone else is doing on Facebook, and don't feel like you've got to train in absolutely everything because you think that's how a successful practitioner is, by kind of mastering absolutely everything. Sometimes you just have to find your niche, and I think that is something to really consider. You know, I spoke to someone the other day. She said she wishes she'd never actually trained in dermal filler because all her clients want is anti-wrinkle and skin boosters. And I said, that's great then, that's your niche. If that's what your clients want, then go for that and better yourself in those areas. Social media is something that I find a lot of people do struggle with as well. It's one of the biggest issues I come across. So obviously you guys are aesthetic practitioners, you know, you don't necessarily have a degree in social media and marketing, but I think a lot of people enter the industry and it's then that they realize how big social media is for aesthetics, specifically Instagram. You know, Instagram is a huge platform, and you know, a lot of clinics actually rely on Instagram to actually book their clients in. So mastering social media is a whole different ball game, and I know it does worry and stress a lot of people out as well. So we have Jess, who owns a company called Plump Marketing. She is available on the services section of the Faces app. So if you go to your homepage, click on services and click on social media and marketing, you'll see her there. So she actually used to work alongside Faces. So her company is specifically focused around aesthetics, social media and marketing. That's all she does. She's a master at it. She's amazing. She lives out in Dubai now because she's done so well with her business. But she knows all the tips and tricks, exactly what trends are going on in the industry and how to market your business to get more clients in. So she actually offers one-to-one free consultation calls, which you can contact her directly through the Faces app for. I think she's also bringing out an ebook at some stage as well, which will give you some help there. So highly recommend, even if you just do the consultation call and get, a few tips and tricks, it's worth doing. But she does also have packages available for all different budgets. So yeah, she's really, really good. Instagram videos, chatty stories and reels get your clients to get to know you, basically. So people buy into people. I know that coming on stories and videos is really daunting, exactly how I feel today. But the more your clients or potential clients can see you, you're a real person, talk about your favorite treatments, do a video with a client, that's what people love. We all scroll through videos, and I'm sure you guys do as well, if you've got free time, and it's always videos where people are talking, which engage. Okay, so it just requires consistency, but don't get stressed out about it. Everybody's struggling with their social media, but there are free resources available to help you. Okay, so no business is going to make millions overnight. So get organized, plan ahead, don't compare yourself to others in the industry. I think I've repeated myself with that, but I think it's easier said than done. But you guys are all individuals, your own individual business. And, even if you have to come off Facebook for a bit, just do it, okay? Also, navigating the Faces app correctly and using the features to the fullest potential is a great start, and we're here to help. So Faces, as you'll know, is designed for practitioners, not software developers or IT professionals. So we try to make it as accessible, easy to use and helpful as possible, and we're constantly making improvements with that as well. Therefore, once you know how to navigate it and use the app and the features to their fullest potential, it is going to save you time, money, and make your business run smoother. So if you do want to have a call with me or a member of the team just to really kind of understand the features in a bit more detail, please get in touch, because that is what I'm here for and the team are here for. Because whilst it might seem quite confusing on the face of it, once you actually have used the features and can navigate through the app, it is really easy to use, and it is going to hopefully change your life if you don't use it already. Okay. Another thing is people struggling to hit their goals. So I mean, this is aside from the aesthetics industry. This is something that, I struggle with, everybody struggles with in their own way. Human psychology shows us that when you see something which is unattainable, you feel resentment towards it. The alternative is you have the power in you to move closer towards a goal. So, for example, some practitioners might see this when they look at clinics on Instagram with people showing their helicopters, their Rolls Royces, their lavish lifestyles, and you're thinking like, oh, I've not got that, why have they got that and I haven't? How am I going to get there? I think we're all guilty of that. Studies have shown that when you're more optimistic about something, such as, I am going to have an amazing year for business, your actions will be different to if you are unconfident and putting yourself down. So if you're telling yourself, oh, do you know what, like everything's just crap, I can't do this, my business is just not going well, your actions are going to follow with that. You're not going to be motivated to work hard and plan ahead. Whereas if you say, do you know what, this is my time, this is my year, your actions are going to make that happen, if that makes any sense. So what I'm trying to say is just try and be more positive, more optimistic. I think, life is hard for most people, and, the more positive we can be, it's going to affect people around you, it's going to affect your business, and just your life really in general. So don't believe that you won't achieve it. Figure out what the kickback is and implement what you can. Don't feel like you've got to have these crazy huge goals. just take things step by step and, you know, implement what you can. So you need to look for inspiration from people who you look up to, rather than finding reasons in your head or excuses as to why they had it easy and you are never going to catch up with them. You at least then have hope of moving forward and developing and making your goals more likely to be reached. You will achieve a lot more when you look for inspiration rather than excuses. Take small and incremental steps out of your comfort zone to build trust in your own abilities. People do not move forward as they are too afraid to let go of what they've already got, and they won't take the risk. And I think this is something that, again, I'm guilty of. You know, sometimes things might be going well. You're like, okay, yeah, things are good, but you're too scared to take that next step because you're worried about what you're going to lose potentially. So develop a strategy on how you can change your current position from a good thing into a great thing. So another thing, which is probably one of my favorite things to talk about because it's come from when I used to work at Canvas Training Academy, is you could consider becoming a training academy. So this is something that I think is quite a natural progression in the industry. So I find that practitioners who have maybe been practicing for 3 or 4 years, maybe even less, who've got a really good portfolio, who are very business minded, they want to take that next step in their financial growth and also their business as well, and develop a new skill. So you can consider becoming a training academy, and so many people are doing this now. That's not to say it's saturated, but I think it is a natural progression for a practitioner if you feel like you're at that stage. So we have our amazing Natalie at CPD Consultants, who we work closely with. Natalie is amazing. She can help you, or even just give you a bit of advice on how to get to that stage. She can CPD accredit all of your courses, give you all of the advice that you need. In terms of, you know, how to get there, what you need to do, and she has really great affordable packages as well. She is under the services section of the Faces app, so you can contact her directly there. Alternatively, I can give you her number. I think she is actually on this call today as well, so I think she might do a little bit of a chat at the end if we've got time. I'm also going to be doing a podcast with Nat this week, which is really exciting as well. So nearly there. I'm sorry for ranting at you. I just wanted to also give you a bit more insight into what Faces is doing in 2023, because just like you guys, you know, we want to strive forward, constantly improving, constantly growing. And, you know, it's so great to see that Faces is having such a positive impact on the industry as well. So we are launching a new booking system, which is so super exciting. This is going to reach a minimum of 2 million people and is going to be a game changer when it comes to gaining new clients. The best way I can describe this is it's going to be the booking.com for aesthetics. So, for example, if I was a client, I could go onto Google and search lip filler Manchester, for example, and Faces will come up. It'll show me all of the clinics available in the area. I can then choose which practitioner I want to book in with. I can do my consent and medical forms during the booking process. It's going to be an effortless booking system. They can also connect to your socials and website via there. We're going to have spaces for featured clinics as well. And really, this is just to benefit you guys, to get you more clients in. And it is really going to be a game changer, because I think especially with how big Faces is growing, I think clients' knowledge on Faces is also growing as well. You know, they'll see it on the consent forms. They're kind of aware of what Faces is. So I think it's going to do really well. Just on that note as well, I think as well, clients' knowledge on treatments and products and how things should or shouldn't be done is also getting a lot bigger, given the social media exposure that people put on. So just going back to kind of building that relationship with your clients and just really kind of being lovely with them and being professional is really important. So we're launching the booking system in March. That'll be volume 1. We'll be getting everybody on board with this, taking on feedback when it's been launched, and then we can make any necessary amendments and continuous improvements to help you guys get lots and lots of new clients through the door. Just before I open the Zoom up for any questions and discussion, just wanted to say thank you so much for your time this evening. So grateful. I'm available for one-to-one calls and Zooms at any time if you want to go through anything. And our amazing team, customer service team, are at hand via phone or WhatsApp as well. I am going to be hosting Zooms either weekly or bi-weekly from now. So please let me know what topics you want to be talking about. Or if anyone else wants to kind of like take the center stage and talk about something, more than happy for that as well. I just think it's really nice to build the community. Obviously, you know, whilst the aesthetics industry is huge, it can very much feel like a lonely place for a lot of people. So I just want everyone to feel supported and just feel a bit like optimistic and inspired as well. So yeah, if you haven't already, download the Faces app on the App Store or Google Play Store. Follow us on social media, Instagram and Facebook. Join our support groups, and I will give you all my direct line as well. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna mute myself, and then anyone who wants to chat or have any questions can. Okay. Oh, I've just seen the chat box. I'm so sorry. Okay. Right. If anyone's got any questions, just come off mute and just say.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Hi, lovely. Yeah, we can hear you. I'm just going to
Okay, so thank you for the informative session. Really appreciate it. Just want to ask again, what's the name of the social media content creator or supporter that you spoke about earlier, so we can just follow her channel if that's possible?
Yeah, so it's Plump Marketing, which is PLUMP, Plump Marketing. The girl is called Jess. She's amazing. You can contact her directly through the Faces app under the services section. Alternatively, follow her on Instagram and reach out to her. But yeah, she's great. But I think on her Instagram as well, she has a lot of really great tips and tricks and things on there. So definitely worth giving her a shout.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Holly, everyone. 1, 2, testing. Natalie in the house.
Hi, Nat, you okay?
Hiya, everyone. That was lovely, that, and Holly. I just want to say a massive thank you to yourself and the Faces team, because putting something like this on that's accessible for nothing, where people can get together, share ideas. Obviously, you sharing your knowledge and helping people progress the career. You know, it's a really big thing, I think, especially in this industry. And I just want to say you've done really well. Thank you very much. And it's lovely seeing people's faces and seeing people who are enthusiastic on how, you know, how to progress further in the career. It's all about CPD, continuing professional development. So hats off to you all. You've all done great, and it's lovely to see everyone join together, because we're all in the same boat and we've all got to help each other to fulfill our maximum potential. So yeah, just going to say thank you, and that's it. Over to anyone else.
Oh, thank you so much, Nat. As I said before, reach out to Nat if you're interested in CPD or learning a bit more about how you can become an academy. She's amazing. I'm going to be filming a podcast with her tomorrow, so stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, thank you so much, Nat, for joining.
Oh, thanks very much. I'm going to have to go and make the tea for the kids. I'm slapping tonight.
All right, speak to you soon.
Take care, everyone. Take care. Bye, bye, bye.
So sorry, guys, we've got 3 minutes left because the Zoom is going to run out. So any quick questions, fire them in the box or say them. I am going to be hosting more sessions as well, just so you know.
It's okay. It's there. What have you done? Okay. Come here. Did you hear Mummy talking?
Can you mute yourself? Is that okay?
I'm sorry. Go on.
The podcast, Carly's asked, it will be posted on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to be filming it tomorrow, so it should be up hopefully next week. But as I said before, I want to be doing more kind of stuff like this to build the community. You know, it's important for you guys to feel supported and, you know, make friends as well. You know, hopefully we can bring some people together. Thank you also, Jacqueline. Really good speaking to you earlier, and I'm really pleased you had a good chat with Nat. Any other questions? No, I don't think anyone wants to chat. Oh, I've just had some really nice comments in there, so thank you so much. But yeah, no one else has got anything they want to say. I will be reaching out to everyone on here who's on the Zoom tomorrow as well. I'll give you our support number as well if you want to take a note. I'll put it in the group. So it's 07999 875 249. That's a Faces support number, so you can always contact us. Anything you need, even if you just want to have a rant, or if you're struggling with something, just give me a call. It's what I'm here for. And, you know, speaking to you guys, learning more about the industry and, you know, helping you is what I love to do. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. This will be recorded as well, so if you want to go back and watch it, you can. And please send me some recommendations of topics that you want to cover, because I do want to make this a regular thing, talking about different things. So yeah, please let me know. And oh, Malvin's just put the link to the WhatsApp in there. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I will speak to you all really soon.